Today's program is brought to you by Vagabond Creative Studio and KLO LLC. Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Kristin and Tina. We are so happy to see you here on the coolest coast. Kristin, how's everything going this morning?
It's going fabulous. How are you today?
I'm good. Look at what I remembered. By special appearance only. He usually never appears after, pretty much because he creeps everybody out, but I love this little guy.
We have to make him closer so all of our viewers can see his creepy little face.
He's got a little pot of gold slung on his arm. He's got a little golden leaf on his hat.
Outfit is a little more shiny and green, than it looked like in the picture I saw.
Look at his little muscular legs and his tiny little shoes.
I can't decide what makes him creepy. I can't decide if it is. So folks, when you look at this really close, he has very large pupils. Like his pupils have been enlarged beyond the normal.
Yeah, it does look like he's perhaps
when you just said that, he was staring into the camera.
And then his smile, it looks like he was putting lipstick on like this.
Yeah, like Joker. It's like a Joker, it comes up to here and it's like creepy.
It's also crooked, like it's only half the face.
Yeah,
yeah. So say goodbye until next year.
Bye-bye, creepy leprechaun.
I was asking my dad about it because it was my grandma's and I used to love it when I was a kid, and so she gave it to me. And my dad said he's not sure if my grandma would have painted that smile on his face or not.
Like to fix it up or emphasize it or something like that.
Right. If he just looked too bland, but the shine seems to match the rest of him. So I think he came that way.
Probably. So do you ever, because this is like the naughty, I can't wait till I have a little bit older children version of Kristin. I would love nothing more than to put that on my children's pillow in the morning and have them wake up to that. Have you ever portrayed that way?
It doesn't even need to go that far. Literally, I just have to mention the pin and there's gasps and oh my God, no. And Connor says, nice little Irish man. The lips and pupils are what make me laugh. Cringy.
Yep. I'm with you, Connor. I'm telling you, I can't decide which one's worse. There's one that makes him extra creepy, but yeah, the combination of the two is certainly
right. The eyes are unsettling. I guess it's so we don't try to steal his gold.
Maybe. Well, we had a bowl of gold on St. Patrick's Day. I don't know if you loaded this picture, but I made corned beef for the first time in a long time. And
look how good that looks.
I used the roasted boiled method, so nobody laugh at me. I don't like boiling meat in the kitchen because it just smells always funky. But so I do a roaster pan and I fill it up pretty full, not covering the meat, but so there's lots of moisture in there. And then I cooked it for 9 hours.
What?
Yep. And then
on really low, on a 200 or something?
250 for 9 hours. So I had about 8 pounds of corned beef total. This is just one of the pieces. And then after that 9 hours, I took them out and I wrapped them in tin foil and I let them rest so Doug smokes meat, and this is a trick for smoking meat is you let the meat rest. And so we wrapped it in tin foil and then wrapped it in bath towels and put it safely in a cooler and it stays hot. And so then I got it out and sliced that, and I could barely pick it up because it was already falling apart and so tender. So
did you serve it with sauerkraut then too?
We did have sauerkraut and roasted potatoes and carrots, and I made the soda bread. One loaf turned out amazing. One loaf got a little dark. That's the good looking loaf. So
that looks great. So
yeah.
Did you slice that loaf into sandwiches? Did you eat the meat on a sandwich, or
cut on the cut lines? Cause you kind of star it in the middle. I just cut it into quarters and then made slices. And we just put the thickest, fattest layer of butter on and ate it on the side of our dinner.
Yum. Good morning, Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Good morning.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm really glad that turned out, Kristin.
Thank you.
Was that serendipity? I don't think so. I think that was not old-fashioned elbow grease.
Right. Yeah. Okay. you guys might be wondering, why is Kristin and Tina talking about serendipity? So let's just talk about this really quick in case you've never heard this word before. Serendipity, I'm going to use the word phenomena because I like it better than faculty, but the phenomena of finding valuable or agreeable things that are not sought for, meaning it is unintentional, but when you find them, it is wonderful. It's a joy. It's exciting.
It's like a happy surprise. It's something unexpected, unplanned for, all the magic of the universe coming together, right?
Now, you guys might be wondering, why does Kristin have a dirty, very scrappy looking version of the Vagabond sign in her home office? Well, friends, I was out with some friends on Saturday night, and we decided to go to Holla for some dinner/desserts. I didn't eat dinner. I had dessert there. And I am walking in from the parking lot that is just below there, kind of, I guess it's a Maritime Museum parking lot. Would that be accurate?
Right. Yeah, it's right across from the Maritime Museum.
And lo and behold, I see my buddy Jason and Tina's sign that has been missing for how long, Tina?
About a month. Because we already have a new sign and it's been installed for a couple of weeks.
Right. So I find the sign. Do you have the picture from Saturday night?
Yeah, the picture is the best. This look on your face, Kristin.
I was so shocked. We're walking in and I'm like, oh, you guys, this is Jason and Tina's sign that's been missing. I felt like I won the lottery.
I mean, it's a big deal. It's amazing. It is a total example of serendipity because the sign just disappeared from the building. We showed up one morning and our sign was gone. And now nobody knew where our building was located, right? Because the entrance is in a parking lot, a shared parking lot. So without a sign, it's like, what? Where's Vagabond?
Right.
And I was heartbroken because it appeared that somebody or some buddies had just stolen the sign because it was kind of at, graspable height. And that just broke my heart, the thought of, that kind of vandalism. Mm-hmm. But we checked all over the parking lot. We walked all the way over to Holla, around LTC, and checked thinking, maybe did the wind blow it off? Because it was super stormy and there was no sign of it. And so, Kristin, the fact that you found it and this face, because you knew how concerned we were about it, that face perfectly sums it up.
Right. I think it blew, because let's see if I can show you this. The anchors that were in the wall were literally, I'll get it, guys, they're ripped right out of the brick. Which tells me that it probably was wind or something. I mean, it doesn't appear to really be damaged other than maybe the ends are curled. So I wonder if it kind of got hit by a snowplow one way in one of the parking lots.
My new working theory is there was that weekend where there was the super, super strong winds. And maybe somebody can remember what weekend that was. I think it was in February, late February, right? So if the winds ripped it off the building and it was snowing, the morning that we discovered it was gone, there was a bunch of snow. Mm-hmm. So perhaps it blew off and then a snowplow cleared that lot because that would have been, cleared in the morning because the college is right there.
Right.
And so if they didn't see it, if it was just part of everything and it got pushed off to the side, maybe that would make sense why then it ended up down the hill.
Right. Yeah, either that or the parking lot down the hill got plowed and it got plowed onto the grass. But yeah, you look at this corner. Do you see how it's curled up? I feel like that is indicative of it got pushed by something strong and bent over.
Oh my gosh. Or too, if it got whipped off the building and if that's what dinked into the ground first, into the parking lot.
Now, look at it. It's
oh God. Thank you so much for doing that, Kristin. And we were talking about serendipity and Jeff Tess commented and said, great movie. And I heartily agree.
I agree with you. Yeah. So just again, I'm out. We tried to go to another restaurant and they were sold out of food. So all of these random things, we were not supposed to meet these friends. We just ended up very last minute meeting these friends. All of these things led up to this finding of this sign. So it was meant to be that way. I wholeheartedly believe that this is full circle. The sign was meant to come back to you.
That is amazing.
Find it. Yes.
It still blows my mind. And I just have to look at this look on your face one more time.
I know.
Because of all the people. Because, Kristin, you're like one of the people that totally knows the saga of this sign and how much, it really broke my heart. And honestly, it's even serendipity that happened, because the new sign that we got looks much better. It's in 4-color. Like, it's a better representation for the business. So it's serendipity that this sign is no longer there, and just incredible serendipity that you found it.
So let me just say really quickly, I love the new sign and the color on the front of it. I do think it was a great improvement. Since you had the opportunity to make a tweak, I think it was great. My face was totally like, I was genuinely surprised and excited. I think our friends are like, this woman is crazy. They want me to, like, are you sure we should put this sign in our car? I'm like, yes, you need to I need this sign,
You just picked junk up out of the parking lot and you're so excited. What's going on?
I totally did. And the other thing is, I thought other people may have, a lot of snow melted over the last week, so it may have been covered, but so many people may have walked by it and not thought about it, or, and I saw it and I'm like, we have to take the sign. I can't believe I found the sign. So
I just, what are the chances? What are the chances? That's so cool.
I have no further explanation.
So folks, viewers, if you have, a cool example of some sort of miraculous kind of serendipity happening, let us know. Let us know, because that's pretty cool.
A serendipitous moment. We want to hear about it.
Yes, I love serendipity. I love encouraging serendipity.
Yes.
Hey, while we're talking about fun things, I just have to share this headline. When I was scrolling through Facebook, I thought that this was an Onion article. Like, I wholeheartedly thought that this was a spoof, but it's a Herald Times reporter article. Look at what the title says. False information is circulating about why cats purr.
Go ahead.
This obviously just cracks me up and tickles my funny bone that that's a headline.
So did you read the article?
I didn't.
I want to know what the meme said was why cats purr and what the actual answer is.
I guess that would be kind of important to know, but I'm still surprised, no matter what it would be, that it made a headline.
I'm going to get naughty critical here, but like, seriously, that's our local news. The fact check on why cats purr is what the headline is on the local news feed today. Really?
And wouldn't that be perfect for the Onion or for like some sort of spoof? That's absolutely what I thought it was. Hey, Raisa said we should hang the sign up like an old license plate. That's a great idea.
I agree, Raisa. And I think, I don't think you can clean it. I think the fact that it's so gritty and like salty and like it has to be like a memory of like, do you remember back in 2021 when we hung that sign and it blew off and Kristin found it? And it's like that, maybe it can be a reminder of like grit or.
Right. I mean, and isn't this how we all feel after 2020? And you're right. I would say like the grit and everything that's on it, that's like part of its story. It's like part of the lore. I think I want to get this picture printed and framed and hang this next to the sign. It's just too good of a story.
You go, girl. Go for it. I'll even autograph it if you want me to autograph the back. I won't ruin the front because I want it to be nice for your studio, but
I think you should. Do you have a Sharpie?
Yeah,
totally. With a Sharpie on the back.
Where is my Sharpie? It's not in my cup. Normally it's right here and handy.
Oh, look at all those pens.
Because important things like this one. I failed at this goal. See this?
Will and what?
Our will and trust. We're supposed to get that done by the end of 2020.
Oh.
We failed. We're still trying. But anyway, usually very important things get put on Sharpie on Post-it notes.
Speaking of Sharpie, I just picked up these Sharpie gel writers. It's like clickable and it's, 0.7 millimeter.
But is it inky like a pen or like a marker?
Yeah, it's actually more like a pen. I was thinking it might be more like a Sharpie. So, but still,
Fun. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
imagining, like, is it a very fine tip Sharpie?
I wish that it were. It didn't quite meet my expectations.
Ooh, come on,
Yeah,
Sharpie.
I know. Yes, Jeff, we could clear coat it and make it Art Deco.
That is the most hilarious comment coming from Jeff Test, I feel like.
You know, and Mary commented on the office supplies that she'd be lost without her Post-it notes.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. There are just some things that are Post-it note worthy, and
Right, like every size.
uh-huh.
Like, depending on what it is, right? You might need the small ones, you might need the square ones.
Well,
I've also got, you know, this new size.
hey, I have some full-size easel paper that has Post-it stuff on the top that I really love for our present, like for doing activities, and it works really fun to be able to just do stuff and then stick it on the wall.
Nice. Hey, I see Connor just shared a note about serendipity. Let's see what it says.
Okay.
My serendipity is that before I even thought of marketing as a career choice, I met Jason and Tina at the open house for the Lighthouse after messaging them a bit because Coolest Coast just drew me and got me interested. Yay! Then I had the great pleasure of meeting Kristin. Now I am majoring in marketing, yay, at Lakeland University because of the impact you all have made. That is an awesome story. Connor, I'm so happy to hear about the change, and it sounds like you're excited about it, and I know that you will be great at it.
Yeah, congratulations on that decision. It's always hard to like find your thing, especially when you're younger and you're trying to decide. And what a great, Lakeland is such a great university. We're so lucky to have that just down the road, just south of us. So yay!
Absolutely. And viewers, if you don't know Connor, I hope, my wish is that someday you will have the great fortune of meeting him because he is a cool human being.
For sure, for sure.
And Jeff said he's a little hurt that you don't find him artsy.
I think when I think of Jeff Test, I think of more artsy in like the food creation process. I think of him as a creative BSer. You know, like he's a fabulous actor, but I just didn't think Art Deco was not what I, you know. Sorry, Jeff.
That's a nice surprise. Yeah, speaking of Jeff and food, have you seen the episodes of Hometown Eats that Jeff and Jason have been doing? I totally love that. They've been exploring different restaurants and, you know, doing a little show about them. It was really impacted by COVID, you know, so there's a big gap, but it looks like they'll be on track to do some more soon. So
it's back. I did not get to watch the new ones. I have watched the old ones. They are fun. They make me laugh just because I know both of them. So it's funny to see them doing their thing on TV. So yeah, I'm excited that there's new episodes coming out.
So in the most recent episode, they were at Harborside and they have the French onion soup. Jeff makes the French onion soup look so good. I have been craving it ever since. Like each day I wake up and I'm like, I have to have French onion soup.
That sounds good. Well, you guys are so close there. You could like do that for lunch.
I know. I don't think they're open for lunch during COVID. I think it's limited hours. So
maybe it's like you up and take it home for dinner.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect. Yeah.
Mary shared a serendipity story too, getting Jason as a sponsor for Wendigo Fest for chalk art and was able to have an art show, and seeing Tina again when I met her at Heartorama made a dream come to life. Grateful for the both of you. Wow, Mary, thank you. Yeah, Mary, your art has totally taken off. I'm so glad that the Wendigo thing worked.
Mm-hmm. How fun that all of these serendipitous moments, like so far everybody shared, are related to you. Do you realize?
You're right. You're right. But that's not a requirement. Your serendipitous moment does not have to include us. But I'm so thankful to have been any part of someone's serendipity.
Right. Right. That is cool.
And this is John. This is my brother. That fact-checking cat purring article was in the USA Today last month.
John, it just got worse. Not only is our local newspaper carrying it, but now the USA Today is, for real.
That is fantastic. So, John, did you read the article? Did it go on to say something, you know, newsworthy?
Yeah.
I love the headline, but
what did you learn in that article? This is where my brain shuts off when it comes to media. I'm like, really? Of all of the things in the whole world, that's what makes the article.
Oh, okay. I guess here's the link. So if somebody wants to check out the article, I can't check it out while we're currently live online, but oh my gosh. And how serendipitous. So John is in Montana, and so it's very cool because it must be, what, John, is there daylight savings time in Montana? Are you guys at like...
He's got to be on mountain time, right?
I would think so. So it's pretty early.
Hey,
and so the fact that he's watching.
What time is it in Montana?
In Helena, Montana, it's 7:51 a.m.
Wow, John, you're up early. Thanks for watching.
Yes. Oh.
Jeff, your dad was the art teacher at Roncalli. That's so cool. Too bad he wasn't there when I was there.
Mm-hmm. Well, now I know who I'm going to go to when I need art projects for the girls.
John agrees with your Siri.
Very good. John, thanks for joining us. I feel like you haven't been able to join us or have hopped on this early, so that's fun.
That is very fun.
Hey.
So, Kristin, I've been wondering, how did your leprechaun traps go?
Ooh, we did not catch a leprechaun. Actually, I owe you. I have a picture from another friend. They did not catch a leprechaun. There was Lucky Charms strategically placed leading up to Nora's trap, which she put in the pantry next to the Lucky Charms. And that particular evening, I was also baking the bread. And so every time I walked into our little pantry to get things out, I was stepping on the Lucky Charms. It was like that moment in Home Alone where the guy's coming through the window and the ornaments are on the floor and they're like, that's how I felt walking. Every time I was like, crap, the cereal's on the floor. I kept forgetting, like, Doug is like, seriously. But no, girls got sassy notes from the leprechaun that said, haha, you missed me and better luck next time, on a little Post-it notepad, and they got peppermint patties.
Aw,
That's leprechaun.
Awesome. So yeah, leprechauns are mischievous, right? So
Yeah.
Maybe that look on my leprechaun's face is not so far off.
I think so. I think you're right. Yes. I know my other friend, they sent a note. I'll have to text that picture to you, Tina. They got their leprechaun left them a note that nice try, but.
That is awesome. I love that. I love that. Hey, so spring break is coming up. I know your girls are homeschooled. Will you do you get a break?
We are going to take a break. Yes, we'll be off next week. So we kind of follow the Traverse School District. So their spring break is all of next week. So the girls will be off and we are ready. We're ready for a school break. So most of the time we do, Monday through Friday at like noon typically for school. And so we haven't taken extra days off really since Christmas. So we are all very much ready to kind of take a break and decompress from having to do schoolwork.
That is awesome.
I'm ready.
That's right. So
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, so next week you will be off. We are still going to do the show. Mm-hmm. And for those of you that know Jason, it's going to be Jason filling in for Kristin. So let's see how he does.
I feel like he needs to get a blonde wig.
Yeah.
Or style his hair like mine instead of like his own.
Or at least put a picture of Doug behind him from wherever he's broadcasting from.
I had to move that to the other side because we had so many calls like between Doug and I sharing our office that was weird to have it in the background. So I had to put it in a different, still in here, but in a different spot.
So imagine like it's Doug on the call, right? And there's a portrait of himself right behind him. That's funny.
Well, all are like, what is going on with that in the background? So I had to move it out of the way a little bit.
That's fantastic. So will you actually be traveling somewhere?
I'll tell you when I get off of vacation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm going to keep it mysterious. I want to keep you guys in suspense.
And that's a great idea. That's a great plan. I'm just wondering, will you be doing like Easter eggs? because I think Easter is coming right up, like at the end of next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. We definitely have some days set aside for all fun. So normally in the normal day, I feel like as a mom and wife and teacher, I am doing, and business owner, all of those things all day long, every day. And it is mentally exhausting. So I'm looking forward to just saying, like, I'm not working and we're not doing school. So we're going to literally eliminate half of the responsibility out of my brain. And we're just going to like play and do some fun things and I'm just going to get to be mom for some time, which will be really nice. So yes, I'm sure we'll do hard-boiled eggs and dip them. We're going to do an Easter egg hunt on Easter with my niece and nephew. So we've got that planned out, and we're going to just do Easter brunch here with my immediate family, which I'm really excited about. So it'll be low key, and that will be nice. It'll be a great break.
That sounds like blissful perfection. And as a matter of fact, Jeff just typed in that he is on Washington Island today. And for anyone that doesn't have spring break plans, it's an awesome or a great day trip. Cool. Yeah. Jeff, I've never been to Washington Island. Have you, Kristin?
I have. We went there, I think it was last Labor Day. Why can't I remember this? I probably shared pictures.
Oh, wait, is that where they have the beach that has all the rocks?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
You did, yeah.
So Doug and I day tripped it, and we took our bikes. So we biked the island. Unless you're an avid biker, I probably wouldn't recommend that. It wasn't that enjoyable. It was good exercise, but yeah, it was good.
Cool.
It was okay.
Well, for all of us on the coolest coast, we should seize the day.
Oh, that is so cute. Look at you, seize the day. We're hysterical.
Thanks. Well, this has been super fun. Well, I hope that you really enjoy your break. I hope that it provides bliss and peace of mind, and that you come back completely refreshed. I hope that Jason does a good job filling in for you. I'm confident that he will have fun with him.
I'm sure. Are you guys going to record the show together next to each other, or are you going to like stay home and he's going to do it from the office? I'm curious.
I guess you'll just have to tune in to see. That's a whole week away, Kristin. Nobody plans that far ahead these days.
You're probably right. You are probably right.
Maybe we'll switch it up. Maybe I should have him sit here and I should go to a different location.
Ooh, there you go.
That could be super fun.
I have to watch just to see what happens.
Well, it is a beautiful day on the coolest coast. I hope everyone enjoys it. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We've had a great time talking with you. And Kristin, we will look forward to seeing you after Easter. Take care, everyone.